Welcome to ProCleanerUK. In this short demo, you will learn the basics of our software and how it will help save you hours of admin time and streamline your cleaning business. I know some of you will already have software, and through this demo, you can see how we compare with your current provider. If you're currently using WhatsApp and Microsoft Excel to run your cleaning business, this video will show you how to manage it all in one place. We are currently looking at the dashboard. All the feature menus are on the left-hand side, which we will go into shortly, and the dashboard display, which we will also touch on a little later. We will start by clicking the avatar menu in the top right corner, revealing some menus. The support menu is there if any non-urgent support is required, and there is a suggestion menu, which we will review at the end of the demo. So, let's click on the settings menu to start your setup. The first menu you will see is personal information. This will show the information you submitted on sign up and can be edited anytime. You can also change your password from this section or delete your account here. The following section is email notifications. Some of you send emails, some don't, and some might only send certain emails. This lets you personalize email notifications from the logo, heading, and body text. These emails can then be automated and sent out when required, which I will show you shortly. If you don't send any emails, that's not a problem. You don't have to. The following menu is SMS notifications. These can be edited and sent automatically, similar to emails. You can add payment links to text messages and emails. We will discuss that shortly. To use the SMS system, you must create an account with our SMS provider and link the account by adding the API key here. We have different ways that you can take payment through our system. You can either mark the payment as paid manually, or if you want to accept debit or credit card payments through the mobile app or pay by link, Stripe is a great tool and you can set up an account in seconds. If your customers pay by Go cardless, you can connect your account here, and I'll show you how to add it to your customer later. Finally, you can add your bank account number and sort code here, and it will be attached to all invoices if that's how you currently collect payment. Currently, in our cleaner options, you can force your cleaners to take photos of the job and simplify the mobile app for non-English speakers if necessary. This next option shows your current subscription, which can be upgraded and downgraded anytime. The last option is to refer a friend, where you can get extra months free and your friends benefit from some fantastic software. The next step is to add your services. As you can see, we have two options. Services included in the hourly rate and fixed rate services. The difference between the two is that when you choose hourly, no price is required, as it takes the hourly rate set on the invoice. If it's a fixed rate service, the invoice would show these prices. Now that we have added our services and set up our notifications, the next step is to add your customers. We can import your existing customers, but let's show you how to manually input a customer for demo purposes. Firstly, you click on the Customer and Customer List tab. This will show you where all your customers are stored, and you can edit their details anytime. Click on the Add Customer tab to bring up the pop-up, and this is where the magic starts to happen. It's always a good idea to add a photo of your customer, even if it's an avatar, as it helps to recognize them more easily when using the software. To start inputting your customer, you enter the name and telephone number here. We also know that some customers won't have email addresses, so the system allows you to submit a customer without an email address if necessary. You can either put in their personal name or company name. Both are not required for residential customers. Next, you fill in the invoice address with an autofill feature to save time. Now you can add the service address, which can be copied over from the billing address by clicking this button here, or you can put in a different address. Each address may have an access code, like a key safe box code, for example. You can store those here, and this will be displayed to the cleaner on the mobile app once they arrive at the job. We understand that your cleaners need to be aware of all tasks required at each address, so you can add cleaner task lists that your cleaners can view from their mobile app. It is a great feature to ensure your staff forget nothing. Also, you might pay your cleaner a higher rate at a specific address or charge your customer a higher rate, which can be added here. If you have multiple addresses per client, add another location and the task list associated with that address only. The next part is to set the email notifications. The confirmation email is usually used on new customers only and can be edited from the settings menu we mentioned earlier. Sending your customers an appointment reminder email is excellent for customers who often forget or are never there when your cleaners turn up. It's a great way to ensure no-shows are at a minimum. You can then choose whether to send the customer an invoice. You can send the invoice on job completion along with a payment link, or if you use Go Cardless, it will request payment once the invoice has been sent. If you have customers who get invoiced once a month, but do several cleans that month, it will store all the invoices and send them on the set date, along with the payment link or automatic Go Cardless payment request. You can also send your customer an invoice reminder email and set the number of days after the due date it should be sent. The last one is handy for getting reviews and for clients to promote you on social media, which could result in new customers without effort. As you can see, the customer has been added to the system. Now that we have added all our customers, we will add our cleaners. We do this by clicking the Cleaner and Cleaner List tab, where all your cleaners' profiles will be stored. You can edit and delete cleaners as often as you want. If you want us to import your cleaners, this can be done. But again, for demo purposes, let's add one manually by clicking Add Cleaner at the top right. As you can see, a pop-up requests your cleaner's email address. Once inputted, your cleaners will receive an email with their code to access the app and links to download it from the Apple or Android store. So if I add this email, you can see that the status has been changed to waiting, which means we are waiting for the cleaner to download the app and sign up. When the cleaner signs up, they only need to fill out the necessary fields. You can edit these inside the system at any time. The cleaner then adds the code that was sent to them and then click register. Once the cleaner has signed up, the status will change to incomplete. So you click the Finish Setup button and you will see the cleaner's sign-up information. You can add a photo of your cleaner. It is always good to recognize them easily when using the system. Next, you can change the password to the cleaner's mobile app, should you ever need to. This also gives you more control as the business owner. We then want to set how we pay the cleaners. In our software, you can pay cleaners an hourly rate per booking, a fixed rate per booking, or a percentage share per booking. Or, if your staff are on PAYE, you can fill in their existing details from their P45 or most recent payslip, and our software will generate payslips when you want them for each cleaner. You might pay your cleaners more for weekend or bank holiday bookings. If so, you can add the amounts here, which will override the default cleaners pay for these days, and our software will fully automate the payroll for all cleaners. Next, you can pay the cleaners based on their clock in and clock out from their mobile app, or you can pay them for the set duration of the job if you don't want them to use the app. We then want to tell the software what days they usually work. This will prevent you from adding them to bookings on days they don't work, and help you out if you add cleaners to jobs on the fly. You can then add any other information and also their address. Finally, if you pay the cleaner mileage, you can add the amount here, and it will take the route the cleaner took and add the mileage onto their payroll. As you can see, the status has changed to completed, and the cleaners can now log in and use their mobile app. You will know they are logged in because you will see them on the dashboard here. If any of your cleaners work in teams, you can create teams here. You can add profile photos and team names and nominate the team leader and the drivers if you pay them fuel. Now, let's get to know the diary a little before adding a booking. You will be taken to the diary page by clicking the calendar button. We have different ways to view and use the diaries. We have the standard monthly, weekly, and daily views. But we also have cleaner diary views, which make it easier if your cleaning company is fast-paced and needs quick editing. Now that we have seen the diary, let's make our first booking. There are many ways to create a booking. You can do it from the bookings list, where the software stores all your bookings. If you wanted to change any full pattern for each customer, this is where you would do this. The other way to add a booking is to return to the calendar view. You can create a booking manually, but we will use our drag and drop system for the demo. First, I can select what type of diary I want to use and how I want to use it. I like the vertical. You can drag and drop over a cleaner or team, or create an unassigned job and then drag it into a cleaner or team to make the booking. For the demo, I will select a cleaner, drag and drop the time and duration I want selected, and you can see a pop-up will appear. We first want to select a customer from an existing list, or you can create a new customer here. You can drag and drop the customer into the booking. Then, we want to select how the customer will pay you. You can choose a fixed rate or an hourly rate. Let's pick hourly for the demo and then add the rate you want to charge your client per hour. We then see that the duration, date, and time are pre-filled from the drag and drop feature, but can be manually changed here if needed. You can select the pattern of the clean, and there are so many different ways to create patterns that I will leave you to play about. However, you can create multiple patterns for each client, which is even better. We can pretty much automate any pattern. If you have a customer that has multiple cleans often, but no regular pattern, such as an Airbnb customer, you can add in the dates you know about in the custom dates section, and you can always come back and edit the booking to add more dates when you need to, without having to fill in all the rest of the information. Let's set a weekly pattern for this customer, and then select a location. Each location will have its cleaner task lists, which we reviewed earlier. We then want to add the cleaning services to the invoice. It could be maid services, a type of carpet cleaning, maybe a room, or even an item. Whatever kind of cleaning business you own, and the services and products you clean are added here. You can create new ones or select from the list you've previously made. Choosing a fixed rate will show the price per product on the invoice. So, let's select end of tenancy for this booking. We also know that cleaners can be forgetful, so you can force them to tick important things in the mobile app before they can complete the job. This is a great way to ensure quality is maintained every time. As you can see, the cleaner is already pre-selected from the drag and drop, but can be changed any time. The notes feature is for anything else you want them to know about the job. We then select whether to charge VAT within the order value or add it on top. Finally, we add whether the customer has paid a deposit, and if they will continue to pay deposits on every job, as this will affect the invoice. When I press Add Booking, a few things will happen. The booking and the pattern will appear on all diary views. The customer will get an email if required. But most importantly, your cleaners app will notify them that a job has been allocated. There are many ways to edit or move a job. We can manually do it by dragging and dropping the job into another day, time slots, cleaner, or even unassigning it. We can also cancel the job pattern for that week, and if your cleaners don't use the app, you can manually mark it as completed. Let's have a look at how the cleaners operate the app. When the cleaners log in, they can view their jobs and the tasks involved ahead of time, view their completed jobs, and keep track of their wages. If they click the menu tab, they can change their account settings, view all completed jobs, and request holidays, which will alert you on your desktop, and you can approve or disapprove. Your cleaners can also report sick, forcing you to react on the dashboard by changing the cleaner, cancelling the booking, or, if you have time, opting to do it later. To start a booking, the cleaner will go to the schedule and select the booking. They can again view the tasks set out. They can chat with you if needed, and you will get live notifications on your dashboard, or they can press Start Journey, Once they have clicked Start Journey, you will be alerted on the dashboard. This will then give them a sat-nav to the job, and if you pay mileage, you will store it and add it to their wages. You can also view the route they took on the dashboard. They can press skip if they don't want to use the sat-nav. They can't start the job process until the day of the booking, and they can't start the job until 5 minutes before it's due. Once the cleaner arrives, the status will also change on your dashboard. They can view the tasks again, get access codes, and be ready to start the job. We obviously trust our cleaners, but we will ping the start and finish locations just to be sure they are where they say they are. When they press start, their wages begin from that point if they are paid via clock in, clock out. During the clean time, they can view the tasks as much as they want, take photos, and send them to the desktop for evidence. You can also force them to take pictures, as I showed you earlier. When the cleaners press complete, their checklist will pop up, asking them to check each one off before completing the job. Once each one is marked off, the job is marked as complete. The cleaners can then go to their next job on the schedule or take payment there. If you have opted to send the invoice upon completion, the Go cardless payment will be requested, the payment link will be added, or your bank details will be added to the invoice and sent automatically. This concludes today's short demo introduction to the software. However, we have only skimmed the surface. To find out how powerful this system really is, why not sign up for our 14-day free trial and start saving hours on admin time each week? What makes us different is that you can talk to us on the telephone and discuss your unique requirements. And we will mould the software to ensure it flows the way you want it to. We are not just off-the-shelf software that you have to put up with. Welcome to ProCleaner, and remember, if you ever need us, we are only a phone call away.